Well, y'all, I made it. Hey y'all, welcome back, or welcome if you are new. My name is Sammy and welcome to this week's What's for Dinner. However, this one is a little bit special because I made it. I did it. I made it a whole year on YouTube, and I am so very blessed and thankful to have each of you here supporting me and watching all of my videos. It means the world to me. It truly, truly does. And I thought I would do something a little bit special with this video, so I asked two of my most best friends here on YouTube. So we have Tamara over at Southern Wife Everyday Life, and we have Katt over at Southern Farm and Kitchen. Both of these ladies have taught me so much here on YouTube. They have supported me from pretty much day one. So glad and very thankful that I have gotten to know them. Even outside of YouTube, we talk on a daily basis. So when I asked them to help me celebrate my first year on YouTube, they said absolutely, and I'm very blessed and very thankful for them, as well as all of you, my friends. So I just want to say thank you again for showing your support and your love here for me on YouTube. And without further ado, we need to get on into cooking, but I'll have both of these lovely ladies' videos linked in my description box below for you all to go and watch them and show them some love and support as well. So this week I have 5 recipes for you all. We did have some leftover nights because of the dinners that I made, but all of them are absolutely delicious, and I hope it gives you some meal inspiration to cook for your family. And I just want to say, if you're coming over from Tam's or Katt's channels, hey, welcome. So glad you came over here, and I hope you consider subscribing and making sure you turn that little bell on, mash that button, and make sure you're turned to all. But anyways, let's go on into cooking, y'all. Come on, let's go. Hey y'all. So this evening for dinner, I'm just gonna make some homemade meatballs and spaghetti. I lost my train of thought. It's just gonna be a pretty simple spaghetti. I'm just gonna have the noodles, and of course, instead of just, you know, making regular hamburger, I'm just going to turn this into meatballs. So I have the lean ground beef. I have a packet of the onion soup mix that gets mixed in here with some breadcrumbs and an egg. And that's pretty much it, besides Cavender's and nature seasoning that gets put in there as well. And then we'll just boil the noodles. And then tonight I'm going to use the traditional Prego. And that is pretty much it, besides adding in some, you know, Parmesan cheese or basil. But anyways, I'm just gonna go ahead and mix the meatballs together and get them all on the tray. So when I get that done, I'll show you that, and then I'll put them in the oven and bake them at 350 for about 15 to 20 minutes. I think I might make the smaller ones. So let me go ahead and get that done, and then I will bring y'all back here in just a little bit. So I have my salted water, it's on. I just gotta let it boil so I can add in the spaghetti noodles. So that's going. I just took a little cube or a block out of my bag of tomato paste that I have in my freezer so I can mix my sauce together and get that ready to pour over the spaghetti. And the meatballs are in there cooking. There's several. Maybe I'll get some extra to freeze. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and finish cooking this one up. I do have that on, and when everything's done and I have it plated up, you will see that. this evening for dinner, I'm starting it this morning. I'm getting ready to leave for work. I'm just gonna do the 3-packet pot roast. So I have brown gravy, a ranch dressing mix, and a zesty Italian, some butter, an onion, and of course a chuck roast. And then I do have carrots and potatoes, which I've got to get and cut up. So I'm gonna go ahead and spray my crock pot. I've already got it set for 10 hours. That way it'll be done by the time I get home. And I'll show you what it looks like once I get everything in the crock pot. So give me just a second. All right, so I have the roast in there, the potatoes, onions, and carrots, and the butter. And I've got it set for 10 hours. So I'm going to work, and I will see y'all then. All right, so I am home from work. It literally has 16 minutes left on it, but that is what we're looking like right now. I know it's gonna kind of fog up, but everything is done and tender. Smells wonderful. And I think I'm going to go ahead and make some soft sourdough discard rolls to have some bread to go with it. I've never made these before. This is my first time with a sourdough starter, but that is what it's looking like. I've had this for a couple days, so it actually looks pretty good. Got lots of bubbles, so it is active and ready to go. So I'm going to use the discard off of that to make my rolls, which it cost for warm water and yeast and sourdough discard. So I figured this would be perfect. So if these work out, you'll see them either way, but I'm probably not going to record it just because of timing. I'll mix everything together and get them in the pan, and then I will show you all. But I'll have this recipe linked below, and we'll go from there. I got some other yummy recipes that I'm probably going to be trying to make too. But like I said, I'll have this one linked in my description box if you all want to do this, if you have sourdough starter or anything. But I'm going to go ahead and make those on up, and I will show you once I get them all in the pan. So be back here shortly. Alright, so the roll dough has doubled in size, so I'm going to put some oil on this parchment paper right here, turn the dough out, cut it into 12 pieces, because I cut this recipe in half, because the original one said it would make 24. I didn't need that many this time, maybe for Easter if this turns out. But like I said, the roll has doubled. I mean, it's pretty much up the top of my bowl now. So I'm going to dump it here, cut it into 12, put it in my greased baking dish, and then bake it at 400 degrees for 15 to 18 minutes. So let me do that, and then I'll bring you back here in just a sec. Okay, so that went quicker than I thought. So what I did is just cut 4 quadrants, and then I cut those into 3, and then I just tucked the ends up underneath the rolls. So that's why you kind of still see like the little divots and stuff. But I'm going to go ahead and get those in the oven, and then we will be getting ready to eat. But so far they look delicious. Hopefully they taste that way. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get those in the oven, and then I'll bring you back and show you the finished plates or bowls, whatever I serve it in. So see y'all here in a few. I know I said I'd bring y'all back when everything was done, but I just have to show you how pretty these turned out. So I will definitely make them on camera the next time. I mean, I pretty much did, besides just the mixing part, so that's in the recipe that'll be in my description box, but these turned out amazing. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get everything plated up, and you'll see it here in just a sec. Hey friends, this evening for dinner we are going to have a salmon sheet pan dinner. So I have the pink salmon, the skinless fillets, and then this is what we're going to use to put on them. It's just the McCormick's one pan sheet meal. It's got garlic, soy, and miso. This is a great seasoning for this. And then I have some asparagus spears and just sweet potatoes. I cook these in the microwave just a little bit to kind of soften them up because it don't take very long for asparagus, and salmon don't take very long either. So what I'm going to do is cook these to where they get almost done and put them on the sheet pan and season them in this, and then cook this on another sheet pan with that as well. So I'm going to go ahead and get all this put together, and then I will bring you back and show you what we have, and then we'll bake it and we'll make our plates and we'll be good to go. So give me just a second. All right, so I have the salmon ready. I just have it a little bit of olive oil. Of course, it's all ran off of it, but anyways, I have it in the olive oil, and then I got the seasoning sprinkled on it. And then the same for the sweet potatoes here and the asparagus. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the oven and cook it, and I will bring you back and show you the finished plates. Hey y'all, this evening we are going to make shrimp Alfredo. So I just have 2 bags of the raw. They're already peeled, deveined, and tail off. So I got 2 bags of those, small size. And then we're going to use this pasta today instead of like Alfredo or noodles. Or what am I trying to think of? Fettuccine. Fettuccine noodles. We like different kind of pasta like this for our Alfredo. And then I'm going to make my own Alfredo sauce. So I use the shredded Parmesan, I use the grated Parmesan Romano, and heavy whipping cream. This whole container will go in there, so it is 16 ounces. And I'll put a little bit of whole milk in there too if it doesn't have enough sauce. And then minced garlic, and then I always throw in a little bit of cream cheese. It just kind of helps bind everything together so it doesn't separate. And of course salt and pepper and any seasonings to taste. So I'm going to go ahead and get all of this ready, and I think I've shared my Alfredo recipe on here before, so I'll link that video below. But I'm just going to boil the noodles, put the sauce together, and then cook the shrimp, which it does not take very long at all. So I'll do that first, and I will show you the plates as soon as I get everything done. And I am making garlic bread, so yeah, I gotta get that out too. But that is dinner tonight, y'all. Alright, so I have the water boiling for my noodles. I have cooked the shrimp, and they are in parsley, butter, garlic, and lemon, just a little bit of lemon. So they're cooked. They don't need to be cooked no more than this, otherwise they'll turn into rubber. But they're just sitting back here to stay warm. Got some tea going, of course, and I'm getting ready to make the Alfredo sauce. So I'm just melting about 3 tablespoons of butter, and then I'll stir in the garlic and the cream cheese will come next, and then I'll put the garlic in and the cream, stir all that together, and then that's when I'll add the cheeses. And I'm getting ready to put garlic bread in the oven. So anyways, whenever everything is done, I got stuff on my stove, I will bring you back and show you the finished plates. Alright, so I thought I'd bring you back real quick. It's been sitting here for a minute, but and just show you what that homemade Alfredo sauce looks like. It is so good. Like, I have a hard time using like the canned anymore. But anyways, I just wanted to show you this. So I'm getting ready to dump it over the noodles and get the shrimp and everything all plated up. The garlic bread is done. So I'll bring you back here in just a few. Hey guys, this evening for dinner we are going to have the Philly steak subs, sandwiches, whatever you want to call them. So I've got 2 packs of the seasoned sirloin Philly steak, and I've got a jar of sliced mushrooms. This onion, I'm just going to cut it up and saute it with the mushrooms and let that cook down. I always add a little bit of this when I make the Philly cheesesteaks. And of course, provolone cheese, the hoagie rolls, or the whatever kind of bread you prefer. We like these. And of course, our crinkle cut French fries. So I'm going to go ahead and get this onion chopped up, and we'll start with that first, and then we'll add in the beef and everything once all of this is cooked together. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and show you what it looks like here in just a little bit. All right, so I have the onions cooking down. They've cooked for probably just a few minutes right now. I threw some of that this Montreal steak seasoning in there just to kind of let it cook down with it, and just a tad little pad of butter, probably about, all right, y'all, maybe a tablespoon. For this week's What's for Dinner. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm just going to go ahead and add in this whole jar of sliced mushrooms, but I'm going to drain them real quick, and then we'll dump those in there too. Welcome. I'm so happy to have you, and I hope you stick around. Just a sec. Until next time, my friends. Okay. God bless. So go ahead and add those in there. I got one wanting to hang out in the bottom there. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and stir those together, and we're just going to let this get happy and let those onions cook down, and then should be good to go to add the steak in there with it. But I'm going to let this cook for a little bit. When I get ready to put the steak in here, I'll bring you back. Alright, so those have cooked down. I'm going to go ahead and add in all of these. There's 4 in a bag, and that's what they look like. So I'm just going to arrange them in here, put a cover over it, and let it cook down a little bit. That way I can break these up. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And like I said, I've already put the other seasoning in there. So I'm going to let this cook down because these are seasoned as well, and you can see that too. So I'm going to put this lid on this, let it cook down, I'll break it apart, and then I'll bring you back and show you what the finished product looks like, and then we'll get the hoagie buns ready, and the fries should be done by then too.
Hey, what's poppin', players? We back in the kitchen. Got the stuff cooking on the oven. Uh-oh, Mom's coming, better go.
Okay, so I let those kind of like warm up a little bit in here, enough to where I could like break those apart, which you can still see some of them hasn't been broken apart yet. But I'm going to continue to let those cook. We'll get the fries and everything out, and then I'm going to go ahead and assemble these once everything is thawed out and ready to go and cooked down. So when I get that done, I'll bring you back and show you the finished plates. Alright y'all, that is it for this week's What's for Dinner. Thanks for coming back and watching another video of mine. And thank you for your love and support. And thanks for helping me get past my 1-year mark on YouTube. If you like this video, give me a big thumbs up, comment below. And if you want to become part of my family here on YouTube, make sure you mash that red subscribe button and turn your notifications on. Thank you, Tam and Kat. I appreciate and love y'all so much. I'll catch y'all on the next one. God bless, my friends. Bye.